The planets are returning. Hey there everybody, it's Nick from the Orbital Alliance here to give you a brief glimpse at the back half of the year 2023. Why? Because we're actually going to be having a great planetary show happening just in a couple of months, and you can start to see the beginnings of it happening right now, and I'm going to tell you all about it here in just a second. But first, let's talk about viewing planets in the night sky, because they always put on a great show. In particular, Venus and Jupiter and Saturn. They are of the brightest planets that you can see. I would also maybe put Mars in there as well, but they are the best planets you can see with your naked eye, but they are even cooler to see through binoculars or a telescope. And I have been attempting some imagery of these planets recently, but I've also kind of put myself on a bit of a journey, and I'll get to that at the end of the video. What I want to tell you about is how you can start to see Saturn and Jupiter more and more into the evening sky as time goes on later this year. Right now, Saturn is coming up first in the east as the night goes on, usually pretty late at night, and Jupiter is following, but more in the late morning. But as the weeks and the months go on, when you start to get to September and October, November, Saturn will be out much earlier than midnight, and Jupiter will be coming up to that midnight spot. So we're going to start seeing really good shows in the evening sky, and if you're a night owl, this is gonna be a perfect chance to see them. Eventually, they'll be moving more into the early evening, probably early 2024, where they'll go past our horizon behind the sun from our point of view, and they're gonna become morning planets yet again. And it's this constant cycle where that's always happening. But I wanted to kind of put it on your guys' radar, because seeing Saturn and Jupiter through a telescope is quite frankly life-changing. With Jupiter, you can see the moons, the 4 Galilean moons. And on Saturn, of course, you can see the majestically gorgeous rings. And it's just something you don't want to skip. It's a life-changing event. And I think you should all have a chance to go out and see it. So now that you have ample warning, make sure you can find a way to get access to a telescope or to binoculars so that you can see Jupiter and Saturn in the evening sky over the next few months. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, because I have been working on my skills and experience in capturing imagery of these planets. And just recently, I took this picture right here of Jupiter. And it's the best shot I've ever taken, but that was taken at about 5 in the morning. And that's kind of where Jupiter is at this point. It's almost daylight at that point. But as Jupiter moves more into the night, I'm going to be able to get better detail. It's going to be darker skies. And I want to improve this image. It's actually the first image that I've had where I can actually see the great red spot on Jupiter. And I'm going to be working on capturing more frames and learning my skills in stacking and removing noise and all that good stuff so that I can get a sharper, brighter, more detailed image of Jupiter. And currently, this is my best image that I've ever taken of Saturn. But let's be honest, I think I can do better. And that's my goal this fall, is to capture an awesome picture of Saturn, to get big, bright colors, to be able to see the Cassini division, the little ring, the gap that's in the rings, and to see more colors and clouds on the surface. So let's see what I can do. But let me know in the comments below what your favorite planet to look at is with your naked eye. And I can't wait to share with you guys my results as I go out on this astrophotography journey. And if you're interested in following along, I would appreciate you guys subscribing right here on the Orbital Alliance. Thanks so much for tuning in. Good luck on your planetary hunts, and I will see you all on the other side. I almost died. I just almost tripped over my C-stand.